10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top, allumage P120, décollage. Propulseur nominal, début du basculement. Propulseur nominal. Pilotage calme. Trajectoire nominale. Acquisition Saint-Jean. Trajectoire toujours nominale.
Sunrise over the Amazon rainforest, and Biomass has started its journey, blazing a trail on
La
board the
trajectoire est
Vega-C
nominale, le
rocket
pilotage est calme.
on its quest to understand forests just like the one it's lifted off from, on its mission for Earth and for our future. We can hear it flying over the...
Amazing pictures, and yeah, we can feel the the walls
shaking here
wow.
at the Jupiter Mission Control
Trajectoire
Center.
nominale.
He's telling us that everything is going well.
Yeah, so far it's perfect. We are lucky to see it so long. It's given the clouds we had at the beginning.
Getting some great views here from our cameras.
Nice.
Burning the P120 first stage here, which is getting us away from the
La trajectoire est nominale, le pilotage est calme.
The gravity of our planet. The range operations manager there telling us that the trajectory is nominal and the pilotage, the piloting.
Yeah, control of the thrust, the orientation of the thrust as well. So it's nominal means everything's fine.
Good. Coming up
Début côte poussée.
on the separation of the P120 will be the first event.
La trajectoire est nominale.
Everything's going according to plan. Fantastic views.
Potentially we could see it from the cameras. It could be nice, yeah. Should occur in a few seconds now.
Indeed, this is the scheduled moment for the separation.
You can see it on
Séparation P120.
and it's just confirmed.
Allumage Z40.
So he's just confirmed that we've separated the P120,
La pression est nominale. La
first
trajectoire est nominale.
stage. We've switched on the second stage, the Z40. Everything's going normally. And Z, what does that stand
Z
for?
is for Zephyro. It's an Italian name for a type of wind, because I guess it's a bit windy when you're on
Trajectoire du
board
lanceur nominale.
such a booster.
Look at that. Fantastic. We're seeing it. We're 3 minutes and 11 seconds into the launch, and we can still see it with our cameras, which is very exciting. So we've got clear skies here at the Guiana Space Center.
Amazing, yeah. Wow.
We had several weeks of rain, and suddenly it's been very clear
La
and
trajectoire
beautiful.
du lanceur est nominale.
He's telling us that the trajectory of the rocket is normal.
It's perfectly as planned. Yeah.
And of course the fairing, which is where our satellite is encapsulated at this point, Samuel, is the nose cone, if you like. We saw it before
La
the launch.
trajectoire est nominale, le pilotage est calme.
And
It has a multiple...
it's got a number of jobs, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It basically protects biomass from a number of environments. First, of course, the Guiana environment, the rain and the dust, everything. But also at liftoff, we have, when we fire the booster, there is quite a high acoustic vibration environment. Then the fairing is used to damp it, and as well to...
Trajectoire nominale, pilotage calme.
As we go through the atmosphere, it helps reducing the heat loads generated by the friction with the atmosphere or the vibration. So it's quite a clever piece of hardware, yeah.
Very important. You can see it at the front of the rocket there, the sort of bulbous section. Right, we have now the scheduled moment to separate the Z40, to jettison that.
Séparation Z40.
That's
So it's
been...
just confirmation that the Zephyro 40 stage has been separated.
And
Allumage Z9.
And
We've switched on the engine of the Z9, and we've also waiting for
Propulsion
confirmation
nominale.
of the fairing jettisoning.
Séparation des coiffes.
And we have
we have it.
confirmation.
Yeah.
So we can see our satellite for the first time, Samuel. Why don't you explain to people what we're looking at here on these computer-generated images?
Yeah, on the left of the screen, you can see on the right,
Trajectoire
Biomass
nominale.
passenger with, of course, its radar and solar panel folded. It's attached to what remains of the launcher, which is rather small as compared to what was on the pad, through the adapter, this black cone, and then you have the upper stage, which is a tiny, a white slice of the launcher, and on the
La
left,
trajectoire du lanceur est nominale.
the Zefiro 9 stage, which is still thrusting our passenger into space.
And of course, once Biomass is separated from the mothership, it'll unfold its solar wing. It has one solar wing made up of 4 solar panels. And of course, it's amazing, great big reflector, which looks like a huge space umbrella.
Yeah.
So quickly, let's just explain to people what we're looking at on the screen. So we've got the 3D images, which are computer generated.
Yeah, and they correspond to the plan.
La pression chambre est nominale, la trajectoire est nominale.
It illustrates what the launcher plus biomass behavior should be in space, the orientation towards the sun or towards the earth, for instance. Of course, the altitude, the different stages separation as we saw, and of course the real orientation and firing as we see here.
You can see on the left side of the screen are the various events that as they happen, and then on the right hand side of the screen the trajectory, and we also have the altitude. At the moment we're 663 kilometers
Trajectoire
high.
nominale, pilotage
263.
calme.
Yeah.
Sorry, so 263.
Yeah.
We will be getting closer
Exactly.
to 600
Not
later.
yet.
And our distance is our distance from the pad. If you were to draw a straight line across our planet, and look at that speed, we are travelling, Samuel, at 7.53 kilometers per second.
This is quite fast, yeah. This is roughly, 8 kilometers per second, just for people to have an idea, is 30 times the velocity of a commercial aircraft. So it's fast.
Séparation Z9
It's
confirmée.
about 27,
have
28,000 miles per kilometers per second.
Per hour. And here we had just confirmation of the separation of the third stage, the Zefiro 9.
Indeed. And we can
Acquisition
see
de la télémesure par la station Bermude.
there he's announcing that we're picking up the signal at the Bermuda tracking station, which you can see there on the globe. Bermuda, of course, in the northern Caribbean.
Orbite du Z9 correct.
I'm sure it's all very sunny as the sun rises there. Very pleasant weather, I'm sure. Checking in there at Bermuda and saying hello to the teams. So our flight path takes us, north, up over the North Pole?
Exactly, yeah. We'll fly after the Canada, we'll fly over the Arctic, and then back down over Southeast Asia and to the west coast of Australia, where we will separate biomass.
Début de la manœuvre d'orientation pour le premier boost à Vom.
So he's saying we are orienting doing a set of maneuvers to orient correctly the launcher to fire the upstage Avon Plus, which should occur in a second or two.
Allumage de la Vom.
So we have confirmation that the Avon Plus upper stage has switched its engine on, and that's an important moment, an important milestone. We've really now started the next phase of the journey, because the
Propulsion
Avon
nominale de la
Plus
Vom.
is a little bit like our orbital taxi driver. Its job is to deliver our passenger to its drop-off point in space, and that's a very important job.
Yes, indeed, and it's the Avon Plus job, as you said, to deliver biomass exactly on the right orbit, in the correct orientation, and to do that we need to perform with this upper stage precise set of maneuvers, and we'll see two
Fin de la
firings.
poursuite Saint-Jean.
This is the first firing, and we'll have another one later in the mission, and this will enable to reach the separation orbit,
Propulsion du lanceur nominale, pilotage calme.
which is circular at 670 kilometer altitude in about 49 minutes.
Fin de visibilité Galio. Trajectoire nominale, propulsion nominale.
So we've gone out of the range of the Galileo tracking station. That was the tracking station here at the spaceport, and everything's going well. Big space projects like Biomass involve hundreds, sometimes thousands of people pulling together to make them happen. They involve brain power, teamwork, lots of problem-solving skills.
And potentially lots of coffee cups as well, or tea.
Lots of cups of tea in this case, yes, because Biomass has been designed, built and tested by the European aerospace giant Airbus Defence and Space, and all of that's been done in the UK.
And